Right. So now we have list ready. We have put some autoresponders to the list. So now we want to set up broadcast. And for example, because in this case, we are using webinar as an example, and I want them to receive, let's say, a reminder. You can create one or two or three, any number of email that depends on you. So I want to create a reminder email for them which goes half an hour before the webinar times. For example, the webinar is at 6 p.m. for instance, and I want to send them a reminder at 5:30 p.m. So let's see how that can be done. So after you're inside your GetResponse account, just on the top left, you would see email marketing. Click on that, and it says create a newsletter. So we'll create a newsletter. Right. Now, as you can see on the screen, it says create newsletter. You've got two options, drag and drop email editor, HTML source editor. So we'll be using drag and drop email editor. And so it says link list. So we want to link it to webinar 26. Message name, this is again for your reference. So reminder email 30 minutes before. And this is for webinar 26 September. Subject name would be because it's 30 minutes before, we can see something like we're going live in 30 minutes. And then, like I said, select an email ID which has got a domain in it. So just click on next step. Again, start from scratch. This part is same. And as I've already told you in the previous email, how you can personalize it. So I would not be repeating that part again here. Just write hi, we are going live, and you can always add more content in here. I'm just trying to give you example. 30 minutes here, use this link to join, and then you would basically put the link here, and you can write your regards and whatever, the way you basically close the emails, and then click on next step. And now, so we basically want this email to go to um, webinar 26 September. Right. So you should be, because in our case, the list is webinar 26 September. For some reason, I'm not able to see it. It just, sometimes there's a glitch. You just have to log out and log in again, and you would repeat the same process and you would see it. So for the example sake now, let's say we select this particular list. And in case if you want to exclude, you don't want, there would be some cases where a person is, let's say, in two different lists. For example, let's say I've got a webinar list, and I've got a buyer list as well. So it's in few cases, this might happen that in the webinar list there are the buyers as well, and I don't want to invite those buyers to the webinar again. So what I would do is I'll go to exclude section, and let's, for the example sake, I've got a buyer list, so this one. So which means the email would go to everyone on the testing list. However, if there's anything common between the buyer list, those would get excluded. So that's it. It is as simple as that, and you just go to the next step. So subjects, just confirm everything. Subjects say we're going live in 30 minutes. spam score is 2.5. It always would ask you to click on this, just click on this part, and that's it. Just click on that link, it would open a tab, don't worry about that. And then it just now you can just, if you click on send, it would directly send right now. Or if you want to schedule it, in our case we wanted to schedule it, so let's say we'll click on schedule, and it would be, so in our case it was, the date was 26, if you remember, 26 September, and we want to send it at 5:30 p.m. Just write the time here, and so it says 5:30 time, and make sure your time zone, make sure the time zone is correct so that they would receive at the appropriate time. Don't worry about the perfect time in travel table and all that, that is not relevant in our case. Make sure the time zone is right and just click on schedule, and it's done. So the email get response would send that email at that particular time. That's it. Thank you.